Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got some information on whatchamacallit, Young Thuug, man. You know what I mean? And what the prosecutors want to do with his case. Alright? We also got is it the prosecutors defense? I don't know. Yo, we got Nas we got Nas doing the ill judo move, man. You know what I mean? Quentin Miller addressing how he ghost wrote for Nas or something like that. Oh, something like, you gotta clarify that, okay? Because that's what the dialogue was. We also have Thames on deck, and I think that's all we got, man. Oh, we got Eminem. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celebs Source Show. If this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button and feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. Hey, yo, that notification bell's waiting for your tap, so go on and give it a tap. And a subscribe button's waiting for your subscription, man, so go on and touch that, too. Let's get right to it, man. You know what I'm saying? I got to get this out a little bit early, man. You know what I mean? If I can get my words right. Check this out, man. Look, here's one that totally came out of left field for your boy, man. Eminem has not dropped an album for, I guess it's like months. You know what I'm saying? But Eminem music has been streamed more than any other artist in the month of November. Ain't that interesting, man? So, that, like, let me just keep this going. This is very unexpected, you know what I mean? Enough to be a story for me, okay? But please don't misunderstand what I'm saying here. Eminem is a titan. Okay, his abilities are otherworldly. Okay, I like the way Eminem raps. I love the way he raps. He's a savage. Okay, and I like that. According to Hip Hop All Day, all right, let me see if I can pull it up. The rappers with the most YouTube views in November. Let me give you the numbers. All right, 442 million views for Eminem. He's at the top. Drake is next with 335 million views. Okay. Third is Takeoff with 219 million views. Okay? Then you got Quavo. Then you got Lil Baby, NBA Youngboy, 21 Savage, Doja Cat, Offset, Juice WRLD, Future, 50 Cent, Migos, Nicki Minaj. I don't know if that's the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever. Who cares? Listen, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I understand Takeoff being very high. With, you know what I'm saying, with the like most viewed. Like, I understand that because Takeoff's death, a lot of people wanted to listen to his music, to hear his music. A lot of people that were not too familiar with music from Takeoff, I could understand them wanting to hear him. I could understand them wanting to hear Quavo. We also even see Offset in the picture too. Okay, that I understand. And Amigos is all the way second to last on that list. But Eminem and Drake over Takeoff? I don't know. Anyway, let me get to the next story, all right? Have you ever heard of a click farm? Look. I would try to explain it to you, but the heck is that sound? All right, so I know you can't hear it, but I heard what sounded like a hiss. You know what I'm saying? And I don't play that. So if something come out on me, if this joint just cut short, you know what I'm saying? They got me. Check this out though, man. I know you heard of a click farm, okay? But if you haven't heard from about a click farm, hopefully this clip will explain it a little bit better than I can. Take a listen.
Enter the world of click farms. Undercover operations where actual people are paid to monitor hundreds of phones, clicking on posts, following accounts, liking photos, and watching videos, all to drive up fake traffic.
This is really easy. I mean, this is unskilled labor. You could train a monkey to do this. And then as far as the cost, I mean, you're paying people pennies on the dollar to perform these tasks.
So just how easy is it? We decided to create our own click farm. With the help of cybersecurity expert Jim Stickley and 50 cell phones creating Instagram accounts for each one, ready to click on whatever we wanted.
And that's where I come in. Let's say I wanted to get a bunch of views on this really boring video of me watering plants that I put on this account that I made specifically for this reason. I'm gonna put this right here, and we're gonna watch this on all these phones, right?
Correct. We've already got it all queued up, all gonna be ready to go. And more importantly, right here, we can watch and see how many views we get.
All right, let's get some views.
I get clicking.
And that is some rich content.
Letting the same video play out over and over.
Watering plants.
Within minutes,
Oh, 11 views.
the views start coming in.
And while we're here, we might as well get some followers too.
I follow that fake account from every single phone, easily hitting 50 followers.
Nothing to see here.
then passing 50 views.
And I am just one guy with one wall. How big of an operation can these get?
Way bigger. The average person working in one of these click farms, there'll be one person for 200 phones. And a click farm might have hundreds, if not thousands, of employees clicking at these things all day long.
We're not done yet. If I want more views,
Buy Instagram views.
it turns out it is way too easy to get them online. A simple Google search shows me tons of sites that can get me instant views for cheap.
All right, so this one has 5 stars. I'm gonna click in here and oh, wow, 10,000 views for 24 bucks, and they take credit card.
Just a few seconds later,
And we've got 63 views.
the numbers keep climbing,
7,731.
skyrocketing well over 10,000.
All right, so we only bought 10,000 views, but the latest number is 16,481. It looks like this video is going viral, but remember, this is all fake.
And Instagram isn't the only one. You can buy friends and followers and views and likes on almost any social media platform out there. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube telling NBC News this type of activity is not allowed, and they're continuing to develop systems to prevent, detect, and remove accounts that violate their policies.
What's the harm in this? Is this fraud?
It's absolutely fraud. And you think about it from the standpoint of just a consumer. You're being misled, so something goes viral, and you go to look at it, but it's not real.
You like, Celeb, why you play that story now, after the last story? No reason. Check this out, though. I'm almost positive, right? Labels and companies do this for their artists. And here's the real question. I'm sure there's some form of, like, crackdown on it, right? And I don't even know if it's a question. I'm sure there's some form of crackdown on click farms. But what if more people come to the app under the belief that a video did go viral? Like, how hard will the crackdown be then? See, I think the idea, right, is to get artists in the algorithm and expose the artist to more real viewers, or drive traffic toward the artist under the illusion that the artist went, quote unquote, viral. They might believe, hey, look, I'll risk getting my account taken down if the hell's that is? If I've been exposed to thousands first. It's a quick way to rise to the top, man. You know what I'm saying? But that probably explains why, like, a lot of these artists become bigger than their characters can seem to sustain, man. You see what I'm saying, man? I can hear an artist right now, like, I know he ain't talking about me. No, not you. Your character is A1, man. Why would I possibly be talking about you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your character is A1, just like mine. Check this out, man. What's my time looking like over here? Let me see what my time looking like. I don't know if I want to do this story right here. All right, Thames, we're gonna have to cover you tomorrow, sis. I do love you though. Check this out, man. Now, I'm not sure you heard about this, right? But someone by the name of Quentin Miller, the one who was a conversation piece when the Drake Meek Mill ghostwriting thing was all the rage, right? Quentin Miller has stated that he's worked with some big names when it comes to ghostwriting. Hey, yo, take a listen.
I've been still writing for people ever since. You know, I done work with Nas, Big Sean, Jeezy, a bunch of other people, Jeremiah, Ty Dolla $ign, like a bunch of other people.
Now, folks heard that and was like, wait a minute. He said, I've still been writing for people ever since. I've done work with Nas, Big Sean. Pause. Did he say Nas? Wait, so Nas had a ghostwriter? Nas had a ghost. Quentin Miller ran full speed back onto the stage of social media to clarify his position and has stated the following. Take a listen.
Okay, so apparently this whole Quentin work with Nas conversation is going a little more viral than what I thought, because now, you know, people are reaching out to me, asking me to clear it up. I have to clear up the fact that I worked with Nas. So, okay. And, you know, off the strength, you know, I want to shout out to Hit Boy, you know, for the opportunity that he gave me when he invited me to the studio and allowed me to work with Nas. Shout out to Hit Boy for that opportunity. I also mentioned other artists that I worked with, from Jeezy to Jeremiah to Ty Dolla $ign to fucking. I mentioned other artists. Writers post their work and talk about their work all the time. You know why? It helps. It also helps with the business of writing. When people know that you are part of certain things, it makes people more prone to work with you, you know? It's kind of part of the job, is naming your resume or your catalog or whatever. It kind of goes with it, but it's not that way with me, because I just so happen to have had a situation with the biggest artist in the world, and it turned into a whole fucking ghostwriting scandal, and now I am the ghost. Now anytime people work with me, it's like I'm supposed to be a ghost, but I'm not a fucking ghost. You don't make money being a ghost. They don't pay you. Artists don't give a fuck if you have money or not. They do not pay you. So if you don't get paid, and you can't even get the clout from being a part of this shit to get opportunities to get paid, why would I want to be a fucking ghost? Let me say this right now. Quentin Miller is not a ghostwriter. And I want all the artists out. I don't give a fuck if I never work with another artist again. I don't care. I do not care, because I hate the fucking business. I am not a ghostwriter. If you work with Quentin Miller, you worked with Quentin Miller, and you better be okay with saying that you work with Quentin Miller. Now, when it comes to the Nas situation, I pulled up on Hit Boy. That was a situation with Hit Boy. I'm in the room. I bounce some ideas out. There we go. Clear it up. I just bounced some ideas. Couple ideas went. That's it. That's all that happened with the Nas shit. But I am not a fucking ghost. I am not a ghost. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck.
Hey, yo, that was quite the backpedal, wasn't it? Every time when I think of the word backpedal, I see the dude on the unicycle. You know what I'm saying? Look, he was kind of like, I wouldn't grind my feet in Eddie's couch. I got a little more sense than that. Yeah, I remember grinding my feet in Eddie's couch. Don't it seem like that type of energy, man? That was exemplified. Look, now speaking of Nas, were you aware that Nas released a song with 21 Savage? Yo, about 2 weeks ago, right, we reported to you that 21 Savage said Nas was not relevant, okay? 21 ran back to the stage of social media quickly after he said that, you know what I'm saying, and he was on some, yo, when I said irrelevant, I didn't mean like irrelevant. I meant like something else. You know what I'm saying? Folks did not love that, including myself, okay? We was like, man, who the hell is this crazy face explosion hair having? And Nas ran up on stage like, yo, it's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Look, and Nas dropped a track with 21 Savage called One Mic, One Gun. Look, the ultimate judo move, man. You know what I'm saying? See, that is why Nas is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? If more, like, 21 Savage says something that folks deem to be crazy about Nas, right? Everybody jumped on 21 Savage's head about it. 21 Savage was like, yo, my bad, I ain't really mean it quite like that. Now Nas turns around and does a song with him? I mean, if more artists can handle awkward situations with such grace and finesse, you see what I'm saying, man? Hip-hop would be a lot further than it is, wouldn't it? I mean, like, that's such an ill move on Nas's part, especially being the OG in the game, being a veteran in the game. Yeah, I mean, he ain't had to do that. Like, at this, like, it's interesting, man. I find it to be very fascinating what he did, man. Shout out to Nas for that, man. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what about 21 Savage? I said shout out to Nas, didn't I? Let me do my shout outs real quick. Do I got time? Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a short video today. I might have to include Thames. Let me do my shout outs real quick. I'll see where I'm at on the back end. Yo, Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson came through and said, yo, that video with Quando Rondo was like 4 to 5 years old. I'm like, hey, look, I don't care how old it is, man. It's not the age of the vid. It's the point of the vid, okay? The point of the vid was to show you that Lil Tim's first, mode of operation, right? His first move is not to up the blicky. It was to stop the fight. But of course, so you see, Lil Tim responded differently with that guy than he did with King Von. With King Von, he knew he was dealing with a killer, and as NBA Youngboy said, And you can't pump fake when you break out a gun on King Von. You see what I'm saying? You cannot pump fake. New York peeps. New York peeps said, please pray for my mom, family. She had brain surgery today, and there are 2 blood clots in her lungs as well. She had to be flown to a trauma 1 hospital. My husband drove 8 hours so we could be there for her. Thanks, okay? Purple Kitten came through, said, may the Most High be with you and your moms. Prayers with your family come from Roman Mona. Exercise faith. I wish the best in your family's will and best interest, man. Jah be with you, man. And KG threw up the prayer signs. Yo, man, much prayers go up for New York peeps, man. Lord Jesus, please be with the family. New York peeps family. Please be with her moms. Keep her mother safe in the hospital, and keep the family strong, and continue to work on the inside of them and increase their faith in you, and let them be reminded of the fact that you know exactly what it is that you are doing for everyone involved in Jesus' name. You know, real talk, man. Yo, man. You could pray. You could pray for your family members, man. And if the Lord deems fit to heal them, then He will heal them. And if the Lord says, nah, man, I'm not gonna heal them, He may not heal them. And if the Lord says, yo, man, it's time for them to come home, then it's time for them to go home. You know what I'm saying? So always remember, man. You know what I mean? He just wants to establish that relationship. You know what I mean? And make it even stronger than you thought it was. Jason Monfrisson came through and said, man, how many times Will Smith gonna say you know? Jason, I don't know how to say your name, but check this out, man. Will Smith was clearly very uncomfortable talking about what he did on that stage. He was very uncomfortable, and that's where you see a lot of the you know. He looked like he was damn near on the verge of tears, man. And it's like not everybody can just spit it out like their worst moments, especially when it's in front of millions of people. Okay, he clearly was uncomfortable with the situation, and he addressed it in a manner that he best could. So, you know, cut the man some slack, man. He was talking about, look, he had his best night and his worst night because he won an Oscar. You know what I mean? I think that was his first Oscar. He had his best night and his worst night wrapped up in the same night. That's insane. Okay? Mini Chi 28 said, yo, if I don't know who J. Dot is, I'ma surely remember now. You know what I'm saying? She goes, he said nothing but true facts, so that's why I don't listen to thought rap. I have a different type of taste of genre myself. Love you, Mini Chi. I'm always holding us down, man. And what she said is real talk, man. J. Dot from yesterday's vid essentially said that the women are peddling prostitution, which is just as bad as the men peddling murder. In other words, J. Dot is saying, man, we all cuffed up out here in these streets, man. We all need assistance. I know, man. And when will the assistance start? That's the big question. What's my time looking like over here, man? All right, let's wrap this bad boy up with Young Thug, man. Now, and finally, check this out. Yeah, we got a short video today. Look. So you know that Young Thug, they got hit with the RICO charge, man. The only person I know that defeated RICO right now, that's at the top of my mind, is NBA YoungBoy. Young Thug, Gunna, and YSL, man, all of them got hit with that RICO, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like, if you gave a high five to Gunna, you know what I'm saying? If you say, hey, yo, what up, man? How we doing, man? While you was at the corner when they entered the store, you're going down with the RICO charge with these cats, man. They're not playing out here. You know what I mean? Now, Young Thug's lawyers have filed a petition to the judge to keep Young Thug's lyrical bars out of the courtroom. It was stated, quote, the admission and use of these lyrics / poetry / artistry against Young Thug in his upcoming trial would be a constitutional violation and an abuse of discretion too prejudicial and unconstitutional. Moreover, using these lyrics, poetry, artistry, speech against Young Thug is racist and discriminatory because the jury will be so poisoned and prejudiced by these lyrics, poetry, and artistry, speech, close quote. That's very, very fascinating that they said the jury would be poisoned by the lyrics. Ain't that a poor choice of words? The jury would be poisoned by if the jury would be poisoned by the damn lyrics, then what about all the other listeners of the lyrics? Would they not be poisoned as well? I know he's trying to say like, yo, you're going to poison the jurors' minds and they will now believe the worst about the artists. Why are the artists poisoning the listeners, including the jurors? If the artists can be permitted to poison me, then why can't they poison the jurors? You see what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing, man. The statement is, anything you say can and will be used against you where? In the court of law. That's when you're getting arrested, of course. But you got to know that applies to every other area. You're like, well, why don't it apply for Al Pacino and Robert De Niro? Well, didn't somebody else write their lines? Should we go find the ghostwriters? Are there ghostwriters? Quentin Miller. Did Quentin Miller write these lyrics? Listen. If I can't say this enough. If Young Thug and Gunna and the artists on the YSL, everybody that's getting indicted and stuff like that, if they did not commit these crimes, man, they should be free. It should not be held against them. But if they did commit these crimes, they should receive the punishment fit for the crime. Am I right or am I wrong? If you're saying I'm wrong, you're a complete idiot. Not just a little bit of an idiot, a complete one. If a person commits a crime, they should pay for that crime. In fact, when you do a crime, you are willing to deal with the consequences. That's why you did the crime. If you don't want to deal with the consequences, then you don't commit the crime. It's very simple. This is not complicated. This is not a complicated affair. Okay? They said that his upcoming, the admission and use of these lyrics would be a constitutional violation and an abuse of discretion, too prejudicial and unconstitutional. I don't see how it would be quite unconstitutional. I mean, I guess to say, well, it would be unconstitutional to take a person's art and use them as a lyric. So if I drew or if I created a story about some kind of crime involving real characters and I said it was fictional, that shouldn't be used in a court. Okay, maybe that could swing that way, although I don't really like the terminology. I don't like what the lawyer has tried to do here and how he worded it. My bad. The lawyer also said this. They said, Young Thug has the absolute right, like all persons in America, to exercise lawful speech and expression. This is 100% true. Ain't nobody said he couldn't rap. Ain't nobody said he couldn't say what he said in the rap. What's happening is they're using what he said in the rap against him. You know who I blame? I blame the rap artists that decided they wanted to include real crimes in their raps. And then the crimes and the raps look like it was a 1-to-1 comparison. I blame those rappers. The rappers that started rapping about their actual crimes, those idiots. Yeah. If you rapped about your actual crimes, then you're probably an idiot, right? Look, the shoe fit, kick it off, man. Don't be getting mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't write it. I done did some dumb things too. You know what I'm saying? You ain't exempt from doing stupid stuff. If you rapped about crimes, you did, man. Look, Noriega was like, he started it, and then they told him, yo, somebody pulled him to the side, like, bro, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? My bad. The lawyer said, Young Thug has the absolute right, like all persons in America, to exercise lawful speech and expression. Therefore, the lyrics, poetry, words, speech, and artistry must be excluded from the indictment and excluded from all testimony and evidence presented in the trial. Further, any videos, photographs, posts, or like images that deal with these lyrics, words, speech, must also be excluded from the trial. Said videos, et al., are protected speech / expression. Really? Close quote. Really? I'm just trying to be as fair as possible here. So you mean to tell me that if an artist posts 7 skulls on his daggone posts, something like that should be excluded from the trial? If an artist said, yeah, man, like if an artist says something crazy, man, like they should not. So what should they damn include? Like, yo, man, make it make sense to me, man. Like, here's my thing. And, I know a lot of people ain't going to agree with me, man. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine, because, we just have a disagreement, and that's just what it is in life, man. You ain't going to agree with everything that people say, man. You know what I mean? But a lot of times, like, what floods the heart comes out the mouth. You know what I mean? Out of the overflow of the heart speaks the mouth, okay? A lot of people, when they commit crime, that stuff is so in their heart, it just floods their mind. They can't help it. And a lot of times, these artists have to let it out. That's their only form of expression of the things that they've done. And so a lot of these artists, because some of the crimes that I'm not saying Young Thug committed the crime, I wasn't there. Y'all got to come up with all the evidence to figure out whether he did do it or not. I'm just saying, a lot of these rap artists are so traumatized by their own actions that they put it in their music. You see what I'm saying? And then that's what we see. So now, like, they put it in their music and they put it in their posts. This says any videos, photographs, posts, or like images that deal with these lyrics, words, speech must be excluded from the trial. So, like, so that almost makes it seem like if a person did put the crime in their music or their speech and their words, and then you're saying any of the videos associated with that and the photo, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna fly. Honestly, I don't think that's gonna fly. Lawyer, I think you did a poor job in wording that. I think that was horrible. And I honestly think I could have done better. You know what I'm saying? Trying to defend the man, I could have done better. Look, at least go find Lil Durk's lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, like team up with him is what I'm saying. Anyway, you let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If I'm talking crazy, if you think I'm stupid, man, let me know, man. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people think I'm dumb, man. I don't really care. Yeah, I mean, I'm at the stage of my life right now where it's just like, there's only two people I care about that are concerned about. You know what I mean? Like, well, I don't even want to say it like that. I care about what the Most High got to think. And I care about when I look in the mirror, if I, you know what I'm saying? If I could respect that bastard looking back. You know what I mean? Everybody else, they gonna have their own opinions and they just gotta live with what they're getting. And I'm trying to give them the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make them better. Okay? Everything we say right now is for the purpose of making you better. And if you don't like being better, then you on the wrong channel. You know what I'm saying? And yo, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.